Chris Cassidy will be watching the undocking and departure burn from the cupola, but the prime monitoring roles, which will be worn during all dynamic phases of the flight. All those same leak checks on the spacecraft would occur before the crew makes their way into the Pacific. We're currently awaiting Bob and Doug to get or board the station, or board the Dragon for their return flight home. They're doing a little bit of closeout duties now, but that'll be one of the first items on.
Time. 2 hours.
So next up for Bob and Doug, they need to get in their spacesuits.
Yeah, and actually the suit's primary function is to protect the crew in the case of a cabin depressurization, of assessing vehicle health and actually making sure that Bob and Doug can ingress the capsule, which should be underway currently. As part of hatch closure operations, Bob and Doug actually inspected the seal on the interior surface of the forward hatch on Dragon, and we're talking about the forward hatch and the side hatch.
For 63 days now, feels like yesterday. And during that time, Bob and Doug have traveled over 27 million statute miles around the Earth. So
that's incredible.
Frequent flyers, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob and Doug.
Is actively taking in air from the cabin and revitalizing it so Bob and Doug can breathe nicely.
Bob and Doug!
So just some statistics while we're thinking about it. Obviously we mentioned that Crew Dragon has been...
Bob and Doug probably at this point.
Yes, that looks to be Chris Cassidy over on the left, and then Anatoly Ivanishin and Yvonne Wagner. All that Bob and Doug are go for suits.
Oh, Bob and Doug!
I just hit it before. They've said farewell to their orbiting friends for now, until they're all reunited in the ground in the future, and they'll be going...
Would have done an inspection to make sure that there's no foreign object debris or FOD that could cause a potential leak.
Oh, my beer's going fast.
Thank you for coming to the NASA Lounge. We're in blackout right now for approximately 6 minutes until they do the re-entry burn, at the point we will regain comms. Thank you very much, Doug.
Away from this sequence starting. We are just about 9 minutes away, in fact. And first we'll see that maneuver where we'll get into the proper attitude, point the Dragon really in the right direction for the claw and trunk separation. We're essentially going to do a 90-degree yaw maneuver, turn the Dragon sideways.
Better.
Bob and Doug.
Well, I didn't do this.
All right, well,
Now back over to you at Hawthorne.
See, introducing.
Thanks,
Don't say
Gary.
Bob and
Now the
Doug.
Dragon's hatch is closed, and Bob and
16
Doug
times.
have donned their suits.
What?
The APAS hatch on the station side to close very shortly. APAS is an acronym that stands for Androgynous Peripheral Attack. One step closer to bring in Bob and Doug.
Bob and Doug!
We're actually fortunate that the weather has turned out pretty good in the Gulf. Looking at a Pensacola landing site right now. We just
shown you before, Bob and Doug were in their last orbit around Earth.
Bob and Doug.
I can't remember what the number was that you quoted earlier, Dan, but they have done thousands of orbits around Earth during their 2-month.
We're taking care of everything. Hold your hands, hold your sin, picture that can pleasure to your heart.
We're in the final moments here as Dragon is beginning its journey home to bring Bob and Doug back to Earth.
yeah, this is
Bob and Doug.
the Dragon is in a position to start coming home. The recovery team's already on station. They have been for a while out there off the coast of Pensacola. We are less than a minute from starting all of these carefully choreographed sequences to essentially split Dragon in half, get rid of that trunk so we have the capsule. I'll point the heat shield back down towards Earth following that deorbit burn. And we bring them home. We are just about 30 seconds away now from maneuvering Dragon to get ready to get rid of that claw first, and then that trunk separation. There will be about a 35-second difference, or 35-second jump from separating the claw to separating the trunk, and we'll keep our eyes on the ground track for you and make sure we get kind of exact locations of when these separation events are occurring. But we're looking for both the claw and the trunk to separate cleanly, and then it'll be less than 5 minutes until we do the deorbit burn.
So
Yeah,
they do the
and after
burn.
that, it'll.
Dragon SpaceX deorbit sequence start.
Medicine. Nah.
This is the system that will help keep
Yeah.
Bob and Doug cool
Oh.
while they are re-entering the
Bob and
atmosphere.
Doug.
We've said before, the external temperature will.
We have another Bob and Doug.
Pick up. This is where we really commit to coming home, and this is where we're in kind of the final stages of Bob and Doug's trip in outer space. Pretty soon we'll be seeing them in
Bob and Doug.
Mexico.
Yeah, well, they are staying comfortable and continuing to monitor data and telemetry in the vehicle. Dragon is actually, you can see what Bob and Doug are seeing right now.
Bob and Doug.
Right, that tool on their screen, so on the left and the right of the center screen, that is the deorbit. That is the deorbit monitor. Monitoring the
Bob and Doug.
deorbit tool, which, like I said earlier, captures things like the perigee, the reentry interface, how much time, or excuse me, how many mile. Great news.
Never happy. All right, so the Draco thrusters on Dragon.